Here's the thing, this isn't fun at all, but if you want your Facebook ads to scale, you have to do. I'll show you exactly how I use this 3-step process to chop up old ads and create edited iterations that can lower your CPA and boost your revenue. So you should be doing this every month, or you're going to stay stuck in the cycle of making net new ads that don't perform. Don't get me wrong, net new ads will be the biggest lever in your ad account. They are the most sexy thing to do. But if you want a quick and easy way to lower your CPA and grow your ad spend, you need to be doing this. My name is Adam Taylor. I'm the founder at Media Engineered. We make ads that spend millions every month, and we make hundreds of ad creatives every single week. I'm going to break down my 3-step process for making edited iterations of your ads that perform right now. So everyone says make edited iterations of your ads, but nobody actually tells you how. There's 3 main iterations you can make to increase your ROAS. You have hook, hold, and CTA, and here's how to iterate them simplified. Now, as I said, net new ads are the biggest lever. However, sometimes little tweaks like this can take you 10 minutes and you can get a load of ads and they can make 10K, 20K, 50K in spend. So we've had iterations spend well over 100K. And for me, it makes no sense not to be doing it. You've got the footage, you've got the ad. It's a quick change, it's a quick analysis. So I really recommend that you're doing it. Hook, hold, CTA, they can be vanity metrics. Don't get too obsessed with it. You know, you don't want to go put in a meme at the start of your ads because you're going to have a 50%, 60% hook rate. You want to make sure they're targeted. So of course, bear that in mind when I'm going through this video. First of all, iterating a hook. So look for ads with a low hook rate compared to your account average that are still converting. So hook rate is a custom metric. I've got a video, I'll put it up now, which shows you how to create these metrics. You can watch that after if you're unsure. Watch the rest of this though, because it's really important that you understand it. So low hook rate, but it's still converting. So it shows that the ad is actually good, but the hook just isn't the best. So they're converting well, but they aren't grabbing attention. Change the hook to the first 3 seconds to make people stop scrolling whilst maintaining the overall concept of the ad since they're performing effectively. So this is really important. Don't go and change, completely dramatically change the ad. Don't change the hook completely. Just you want to try maybe keep the spoken hook the same and make it more visually engaging or vice versa and do both and test those things. So it's just a quick way to get a quick win in your ad account. And we always do it with all of our clients every single month. Look for quick wins that we can get. Improving hold rate. So this is the second one. You want to be looking for ads with a high hook rate, but low hold rate. And of course, that are still performing well. So these ads have hooks that grab attention but struggle to retain it, which is super interesting to see. And you can also look at other ads that have a high hold rate and see, okay, what are we doing differently here? Maybe the hook doesn't align with the rest of the video. And I'll show you right now how you can improve it. So ads with a low hold, you want to focus on aligning the post-hook content. So after 3 seconds to the end of the video, more effectively with the hook. So you might have a hook that's doing really well, but it doesn't actually align with the messaging in the rest of the ad. So this is when it's important to make sure that it aligns perfectly. And you often find this when you've created an angle with an ad and your hook is kind of targeting a different niche of people. So the hook is grabbing one person's attention and the rest of the ad isn't really built for them. So that's when the hook variations can work against you a little bit. That's why it's always important that your hook variations align with the rest of the video. And that's what you're going to be doing here. So make sure that the hook content aligns with the rest of the video. So continuing on from that, if you have a clickbait hook, you'll find that they've got low hold rates. So you need to find the middle ground between scroll stopping, but also effective for your product and target audience. And that's so important. Some hooks might work in your friend's ad account, in competitor's ad account, but they won't work specifically for yours because it doesn't align with your target audience or your product. So it's super important that you bear that in mind. Now we have iterating call to actions. So look for ads that have above average hook and hold rates, but low CTRs. So these ads are holding attention, but not bringing people to your site, which is super interesting. So people are watching the full ad, but for some reason, maybe it could be the offer, it could be the script lacking, urgency, scarcity. It could be the actual call to action is weak. You don't have any risk reversals. You don't have any guarantees in there, and objection handling potentially. So that's the kind of things you want to look out for here. I'll continue it on. So it could be a weak offer, weak CTA, lack of urgency, scarcity, amongst many other things. You need to make people want to go to the site, learn more, use high CTR ads as inspiration here. So literally go into your ad account and see, okay, what ads have actually performed well for me here? What ads have got a high click-through rate? Even check static ads. What's the call to action in those? How can I leverage that in my video ads? Now, iterating versus net new ads. So the majority of your ads should be net new, 100%. But if you have found a winning ad, an angle, then you should make more edited iterations and build from this angle or ad with net new ads, which is pretty much iterating in a way, but with new ads. So what we like to do, if you found a winning angle, so make edit or a winning ad, make edited iterations 100%. That's kind of a no-brainer because you can make more money with existing content and it's simple to do. The worst case, you've spent, half an hour to an hour thinking of ideas and editing them. That's the worst case scenario. Best case, you make 100K off these small edited iterations. As well as that, you should build from this angle and ad with net new ads. So that is, in a way, it's iterating because you've found a winning ad, you found a winning angle, and you're building from it. However, with net new ads. So that's the two ways that we can build once we've found winning angles and ads. If your ads aren't performing, this is when you should be testing new angles and ideas, taking bigger swings in the ad account and testing something that you haven't tested before, maybe old winners, and trying to, get something going, get some momentum in the ad account. In this scenario, you should still use your ad account to learn, super important. So you can look back at the past and say, okay, 12 months ago, this angle was working. It dropped off 6 months ago. Should we test it again now? And try to figure out what have we tested, what's still available. Look at your target market and see what emotions, what angles are there still yet to test, and continue your research on Reddit forums, on the comments of your pages. And some angles you might have tested them a load of times, but you just need to test it with a different creator, a different concept, a different style. So it's super important you don't just write angles off if you've tested them once and they didn't perform. So there's a little graph here that we like to use. You can take a screenshot of this. Claude made this after I inputted all the details. So this was made with AI. Feel free to take a screen grab and you can use that. So do you want a free ad creative audit on Meta? If you're doing over 50K per month with your ecom brand, I'll personally carry out a Meta ad creative audit for you. This will be a breakdown of everything that I spoke about in this video, and it'll also give you a clear scaling roadmap. So I'll use my knowledge that I've gained from all my clients, everything in the space, to create a roadmap to show you what creators I'd be looking at. And I'll also use the data in your ad account to reverse engineer your previous ads to see where we can build from. Use the link in the description to book a call and we'll get you connected for an audit.